I'm Lottie, I'm 24 and student finance left me broke. I want to pay it off fairly quickly. I want to pay off my financial obligation.
The average car payment in America today is $507 a month over 84 months.
Fuck it, I can't keep doing this anymore. I'm just going to stop paying my student loan.
Is the weight of your loans holding you down? That feeling, like you're wading through mud month after month, making payments, but seeing that debt number barely move. It's exhausting, isn't it? It can feel like you're stuck in a story someone else wrote for you, one where the ending seems impossibly far away. But what if you could rewrite that story? What if you could be the hero who conquers the debt dragon? You absolutely can. So many people feel just like you do right now, facing down student loans, credit cards, car payments, feeling trapped. It's a story we know well in today's world. But this video isn't just about numbers and budgets. It's about starting your journey to financial freedom. We're going to explore the paths you can take, the tools you can use to pay off those loans much, much faster than you might think possible. Think of this as the beginning of your own comeback story. Stick with me, because understanding how these strategies work can be the key that unlocks the next chapter. But you might be wondering, why are we even talking about speed? Why not just drift along with the minimum payments? Because those minimums are designed to keep you chained to the debt for as long as possible. The real villain in this story is interest. It's the price you pay day after day, just for borrowing the money in the first place. The longer your loan story drags on, the more power that interest has, quietly draining your resources. But when you decide to pay your loans off faster, you take back control. You slash the amount of interest you pay over time, sometimes saving thousands of dollars. Imagine what your story looks like with that extra money back in your hands. And it's not just about the math. Think about the feeling. Imagine waking up knowing you don't owe anyone anything, except maybe a mortgage. That sense of lightness, of freedom, of knowing your money is truly yours to direct towards your dreams and goals. That's the powerful new reality, the better ending we're aiming for. Getting out of debt isn't just a financial move, it's a life-changing plot twist. So how do we make this happen? The basic idea is simple. Pay more than the minimum required. Every extra bit you pay usually goes straight to chipping away at the original amount you borrowed, the principal, especially after confirming with your lender. Knocking down the principal means less interest grows next time, so more of your next payment hits the principal. It creates this amazing momentum, like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster. That's how you accelerate the story's ending. But right here is where the conflict often ramps up for people. It sounds simple, but finding that extra money feels like the big battle. You look at the bills, the different loan statements. Maybe it's Sarah, fresh out of college with student loans and a credit card balance from setting up her first apartment. She feels overwhelmed, maybe even a bit hopeless. Where does she even begin? It feels like facing a giant. This feeling, this overwhelm, is the story's first major challenge. It makes just paying the minimums seem like the only option. But remember, those minimums are the villain's trick, keeping you in the story longer, costing you more. If Sarah only pays the minimum on her $5,000 credit card at 18%, she could be stuck in that part of the story for over 7 years and pay thousands extra in interest. But if she finds a way to pay more, she can drastically shorten that chapter and save a fortune. It's about taking action, even small actions, to change the narrative. Let's explore the strategies. Think of these as the tools or the maps for your journey. Before you can fight the dragon, you need to know your territory. Budgeting is simply understanding the current story of your money, where it comes from and where it goes. It's not about restriction, it's about clarity and control. Find a simple way to track things. Maybe it's the 50-30-20 guide. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings debt. Or writing down every dollar's job. Use an app, use a notebook, whatever feels right for you. The goal is to see the patterns. Where are the plot holes where money disappears? Unused subscriptions, too many impulse buys, daily coffees that add up? Be honest with yourself. Address the elephant in the room in your spending. Cutting back even small amounts consistently frees up cash, your weapon against debt. And can you add a subplot about increasing your income? A side hustle, selling unused things, asking for that raise. Every extra dollar earned is like finding a power-up for your debt-fighting quest. Okay, you've found some extra resources. Where do you aim them first? The Debt Snowball is all about building momentum through quick victories. It feels good, like winning smaller battles early on. Here's the map. List your debt's smallest balance to largest. Pay minimums on all except the smallest. Throw all your extra cash at that smallest debt. Focus your fire. Once it's gone, celebrate that win. Feel the progress. Now take all the money, minimum plus extra, you were sending to that defeated debt and add it to the minimum of the next smallest one. Your attack grows stronger. Repeat. Each victory fuels the next, bigger victory. This path is great for motivation. Seeing debts disappear quickly can keep you energized for the longer journey. You might pay a bit more interest overall, but if it keeps you in the fight, it's a powerful choice. If you're driven by logic and saving every possible penny, the Debt Avalanche is your strategy. It's the mathematically optimal route. Here's the map. List your debts by highest interest rate APR down to lowest. Pay minimums on all except the one with the highest APR. Throw all your extra cash at that high interest beast. It's costing you the most. When it's defeated, take its entire payment, minimum plus extra, and unleash it on the next highest APR debt. Repeat, working down the list by interest rate. This path saves you the most money on interest, period. You defeat the most expensive parts of the debt first. The challenge here is that your first victory might take longer if the high interest loan is large. It requires discipline and focusing on the long-term prize rather than quick wins. So which path is better? Well, that depends on the one that fits your story, your personality. The best plan is the one you actually stick with. This is a simple technique, like finding a hidden shortcut on the map, especially for fixed payments like mortgages. Instead of one monthly payment, make a half payment every 2 weeks. Why does this work? 26 half payments a year equals 13 full payments. You sneak in one extra payment annually without a big budget shock. This extra payment attacks the principal, potentially shaving years off your loan and saving significant interest. Crucial step: talk to your lender first. Make sure they apply this extra amount directly to the principal right away, and don't charge fees for it. Sometimes you can change the rules of the game. If interest rates are high, or your credit score has improved since you took out the loan, look into these options. Refinancing, getting a new loan, hopefully with a much lower interest rate, to completely pay off and replace an old loan. Lower rate equals less interest equals faster progress. Consolidation, rolling multiple debts into one new loan. This simplifies your payments and might lower your overall interest rate. This can be a powerful move, but tread carefully. You need decent credit, watch out for fees, and ensure the new loan's term isn't so long that you pay more interest over time, even with a lower rate. What happens in your story when unexpected money arrives? A tax refund? A bonus? A gift? It's tempting to use it for a side quest. But if you're focused on the main goal, debt freedom, these windfalls are like finding a legendary weapon. Throw that unexpected cash directly at your debt, maybe using the snowball or avalanche method to decide which one. Imagine wiping out a small loan entirely, or taking a huge chunk out of a high-interest one with a single action. It's a massive plot accelerator. So, what's the climactic moment in this journey? It's not discovering one secret trick. It's the moment you decide to take control of your story. It's realizing that consistent action, fueled by a plan that works for you, is how you win. You shift from being a character reacting to debt to being the author of your financial future. That feeling of empowerment, that's the real turning point. Let's look back at the path we've mapped. Paying off loans faster saves money and brings incredible freedom. The key is paying more than the minimum. To do that, understand your money story with a budget, find ways to free up cash, and then attack the debt using a strategy like the motivating snowball or the efficient avalanche. Consider clever boosts like bi-weekly payments, refinancing, and using any windfalls as power-ups. This journey might seem long from the start, but every extra dollar paid is a step forward, a page turned. Choose your path, stick to it, and celebrate your progress. You can write a debt-free ending to this chapter of your life. You've got the power to change your story. Okay, that's all for this one. Navigating finance can feel like a lot sometimes, right? But we're figuring it out together. If you found this helpful and want to stick around for more real talk and practical steps, definitely subscribe. Clicking the bell means you'll join us right away for the next session. Excited to have you as part of this community.